Wilton Han over here. Today I want to share with you when consumers Google you, what do they see? Right? Obviously, you and I, we typically don't Google ourselves. So you gotta be checking yourself out maybe every quarter just to see what pops up on a Google search. Typically, what it will pop up will look something like this. Google yourself. And the main section is going to be this on the right hand side. And this is a desktop search on mobile. This will be displayed first typically. This section is called Google My Business, or generically this is your Google business listing. Make sure this section is updated. So let's go through what consumers are looking here and what you should be optimized for. One is, of course, make sure the profile image, your cover photo, is the one you wanted it. You get to pre-select which ones you want to be shown first, right? So you can, if the owner is the face of the company, where there's a little bit of confusion as to who actually owns the funeral home. For example, Fernando over here is very well known in the community. He chose to put his own picture up on there because there's other funeral homes with similar names. But you get to upload, right, photos on here. Minimum of 10. You got to be adding more than 10. That's first thing. Second, of course, make sure your business name, address, and phone number are accurate. Especially on mobile, they get to tap this and call you directly. And depending on your type of business, make sure the hours of operation are set correctly. For the death care industry, definitely I would recommend to set it as 24/7. That way, after hours, when people are Googling you, they already know you, you don't show up as being closed. New feature here is you get to add an appointment. So if you have an appointment link on your site, or even just send traffic to a contact us page with a form, that's good as well. Then down here are something that's a little bit newer, and I would highly recommend you to be adding that in as well. That will be products and services. And you get a list out of the major products and services you have. And the whole thing here is you want to encourage people to stay on here and then just call you directly. So the more information you put up here, they don't have to go on your website to do all the research. On here, this is called the knowledge panel as well. They got all their information. And Q&A. This is the section that's most missed by business owners. Consumers can come on here and ask a question. So you got to be answering these as well. So if I click here, right, definitely, right, no response from them. So definitely you need to be responding to those. And what I would suggest is turn this into a FAQ section. So you get a pre-populate, you can ask a question to yourself first, right? What are the hours of operation, for example? How are you different, right? So you probably know what are the typically the most frequently asked questions whenever people call you up. Ask question, answer those on here. Reviews, as we know, are very, very critical, so make sure the reviews are very, very overly positive here. And C, check down here is what are being pulled from Google. Ideally, all these that's being pulled are the ones that are positive. And Google also pulls reviews from other review sites out there. That's why definitely Google will be the most important review site. But you also want to make sure you have good reviews on other sources because it's getting pulled into your Google listing as well. If you scroll down a little bit, this section here, make sure you add in a good description about your business. Who you are, what you do, right? A little history about your business, and most importantly are how are you different, and a good call to action. So this is the Google listing. I highly encourage you to go in there and just Google yourself and see what pops up on here. And to update this listing is very, very simple. You go on google.com/business. Very, very simple. google.com/business. But what you also see is on the left-hand side, you also have organic listings. These are listings of different websites. So typically whenever people Google you, this is your website will definitely be shown, typically right at the top. And you also see other major websites, directories out there, review sites. So what I would do if I were you, just kind of scan the first 3 pages and see whether there's anything negative on here at all. Right, Facebook positive reviews, MapQuest, Yelp positive reviews. Just kind of scan the first 3 pages. Hopefully there shouldn't be any surprises here. If there is, then definitely, yeah, you might have to do something about it. Glassdoor, right, for example. And typically people don't, when they're Googling you, very seldomly, it's going to be super seldomly, they go past the 3rd page. Most will stay on the 1st page, and then they check out your reviews, looking for directions, how you're different, and most likely they're going to go on your website. But just as a precautionary measure, just make sure nothing negative on the 2nd page and the 3rd page here. Okay, so if you have any questions, call me or feel free to text me directly. That's 408-982-6096. Any questions, text me and I'll just text you back with the answer. Thank you.